Yo bro chachos, we're back with another top 5 list. Oh my gosh, I need the views. Anyways, we're doing the top 5 beginner frames to level cap with that aren't Revenant or an invis frame. So let's get into it. First we have Caliban, especially with the new augment. It's really just Caliban with the new augment, so this is the build I'm running. It's work in progress, but basically Razor Mortar, Summoner's Wrath, has funny mathematical calculations. So this guy can do everything, right? He's kind of like a rhino. He's just a weaker rhino, but basically 1's for your energy and for your 3. 2 is stun. 3 is the summons, and actually I need to turn my game volume down. Alright, there we go. Anyways, 1 is your spin to win, gonna be the core of this build. Your 2 is your subsume slot, or you can use it as radial CC. And your 3 and 4 are minions and armor strip. So this is kind of gonna be your gameplay loop. Imagine this is like a tile set. Throw down your 4, definitely not over here, but throw down your 4 over there. And you see this little aura, that is a lingering armor strip field, okay? So as long as enemies walk into the 4 for as long as it lingers, they will get armor stripped, right? Then you can use your 1 to recoup energy and see how they all got stripped when they got pulled in the field. Your 3, and this is how you really kill. Group them up with the 1 and electric procs. And your little dudes do scale. Alright, they do scale. The little dudes also last a while. And just solid beams. And obviously, you're not just going to stand there and try to watch them die, right? You can, like, run around, go do other stuff. I want this just to die. Or you could do that. You're not going to do this on a whole group of enemies, but if you wanted to, you could use the 2 and then pull them in, because the 2 won't keep them. The 1 takes priority, and they will have the damage roll. So yeah, that is number 5, chat. Number 4 is Neza, because Neza can use a lot of weapons with the augment. So his augment taxis slash heat and toxin dots. So you could use like a Meyer heavy attack, Colossus, Reaper Prime. I'll just showcase Reaper Prime. This does not work on Eximus, okay? But if you want a melee, yikes, this is the wrong build. If you want a melee, this is something you could run. Pretend you put Wrathful over 1 if you want to go full melee. But basically, pull up to the spot. Do this. Detonate, and they're all dead. I am running melee afflictions on the scythe, and it is not really built. This is not the right scythe build, but even without a build, you can already see a lot of damage. But where this build really shines, and I know we all hate it, I know, but Furious botting is like amazing on him. You can do that to Thrax too. Overguard or not, you can do it to Thrax. It does not matter. So when the Thrax come out the Exilizer, let's pretend this Eximus is the Thrax, right? When the Thrax comes out the Exilizer, you can spear them, do that, and then pop it. But you need to be quick, so you need cast speed on them. I don't really have them built out because I was allocating shards otherwise, but you can spear and kill a Thrax out the Exilizer. Alright. Number 3 is gonna go to Titania. And that is because her Razor Wing and her little minions are goated. I will not really go over this build because there is also a similar build on YouTube by Estelle. So basically, all you do is try to snapshot your 4 up as high as possible. So, boom, boom. That's the wrong Grimoire build. Imagine I had strength. And you pop that. Pop your 1 and 2. And then you have a blast. And then it should reproc blast. I actually don't have blast on mine. Let's go fix this real quick. I don't have this fully built out because I never wanted to cap with it, really. But you're gonna want to run blast and a Bane mod. That last slot's for a Bane mod. Pull up. Basically, oopsies. Do all that. Go into here. See 389 Razor Wing. Crazy fire rate. I don't have a Bane mod, but if I had a Bane, this would be doing a ton more damage. Yeah, that's basically the gameplay loop. And since you have Razor Flies, they pull aggro and stuff, so you can kind of just, as long as you sit high enough, you're not going to die. And then Delata can be a Thrax killer, or Acolyte killer. Or what you can do to kill Acolytes is bring like a Crescendo Magistar or something. I know it sounds gay, but like a Crescendo Magistar or like a Praetos and just heavy attack it. And if you want to like do anything, interact, you go in your operator and you go straight back in here. One thing I will note is that if you want more Razor Flies, you can use her too, because every first instance of her 2 will give you an extra Razor Fly. So you can have 10 on the field. Yeah, 10 on the field. And yeah, she's pretty easy. Takes a bit of game knowledge and a better build than I have, but I will show Estelle's video, or I'll link it. Definitely a better video to watch than this one because I'm just making a quick list, but that's number 3 in my opinion. Number two. I'm gonna have to give it to Veruna, right? Because out of everybody, Veruna is easily the best melee frame, in my opinion. And you don't need to run like a Za like I do. Like you can run Old Slam, you could run a Falcor if you want, Okina. You can run literally any melee and she'll make it work. Let's try to get a good example. A level 30 Costas is right. Nah, that's a really bad example. That's just fallacious. Let's actually find a weapon. All right, Archetytron. Slame is dead, but Archetytron. Even though Slame is dead, right? It's not truly dead, but Archetytron, I have no crit mods on this, and due to the nature of her 1, can make it crit, yada yada yada, do a lot of damage, and you can just cap with her using any melee weapon. Obviously you'd have to put a bit more thought into the build, but since her 1's buff lingers, you could use something like Enodim. Let me just build some combo. Alright. So since her 1 buff lingers, you could like prime and then throw and then go back into your 1. So throw it out, go into your 1, throw it out. You know, she's really flexible, right? She can use a lot of melee weapons. And she has built-in invis and energy generation. So yeah. I will show the build. This is for Za's Eclipse. It's my Zada build. Nothing much changes, but pretty standard. You just want to buff her 1 with strength as much as possible. Now at the number 1 spot, we have Dante. Oh my goodness, who saw this coming? I surely didn't. Literally just throw on Furious. You don't even need a roar. That's the crazy part. So first of all, we have immortality with whatever that is. Page Flight, it's called. We have immortality with Page Flight. Literally, as long as you get kills, you're immortal. Right. Alright. Second off. Let me pause the AI before I forget. Second off. His 4 gives free priming. Is this the right one? Yeah. So, this little grimoire next to you taxis all your modded mods onto Noctua. And it can act as basically a better citrine gem. Hate to say it. It is literally a better citrine gem. So let's go here. And mind you, my Fierce only has heat. We got a free viral proc off of my little Noctua. And it matches the fire rate of whatever you're using. Yeah. Literally, if you want, you could run literally any weapon on this guy. He probably can make it work. And then the other thing, was it this? Page Flight, yeah. Free status damage roll, right? Literally just a straight status damage multiplier. And I don't have shards on him right now, but his 4 detonation, you could do that to kill Thrax out the Exilizer. Like, he's one of the few frames where he's kind of a caster, and when you can time it and get good with it, it is a TK. Not a TTK, it's a TK. You just kill. But I believe Dante is the best frame to start capping with outside of Rhino and M. Rhino, Revenant, Invis type shit. And he kind of holds the weapon weird. That's odd. Anyways. That's my short little list. I believe everything was explained pretty logically, so use your critical thinking cap if something didn't make sense. The Caliban placement might not make sense, but I'm not including frames like Rhino or like Octavia. Honorable mentions though. Ureli, solid, very good. Mirage, also very easy. I didn't showcase her because my shards are messed up on her, but Mirage, very easy. Gauss, very easy with the shield bug. That's why I didn't mention him. Sight for solos, pretty easy solo. And Mag, if you like pressing buttons, Mag is pretty easy too. She's very good, very good. Steinax as well, last HM. Steinax is really good too. But, you know, that's the list. Kaka, join the Discord, bruh, so we can run. So you can run. If you're new and you watch this stuff and you want to run, join the Discord. We have builds and stuff too. A lot of resources. GG's, bruh.